Hi guys, so if you're interested in how I made this wig using a sewing machine, stay tuned. I also have a video on how I thread the sewing machine that I use, so you guys can go and check that out. Before you start making the wig, you want to make sure you get the circumference measurement. This is really the only measurement that matters. You can also get the front and back measurement. Most clients have a 22-inch head, and that's a medium head. I usually make a 23, and I add an elastic band in each wig so that it fits. Make sure you're using an extra large cap. If you use any other size, it's going to be too small. I start off by placing my closure down. I hand stitch it, and then I go back over it with the sewing machine. You want to make sure that your cap is pulled all the way down at the nape. I use Sharpie metallic markers to make my pattern. These are the best markers to use to make a pattern. This part is actually the most important part. It's the most crucial. If you don't have a pattern to follow, the wig is not going to come out right. As long as you sew the tracks on that pattern, everything should come out correctly. And as you see, I'm making my lines about a thumb width apart. So after you draw your last curved line, you want to go ahead and start drawing straight lines. This pattern is basically the same pattern that you would use if you were to sew your wigs by hand. I'm going to be using a straight across stitch, and this is what it looks like. So the first thing we're going to do is double weft the tracks. And what you're going to do is basically put the track to where it's on top of each other. You want to hold that finger in place so that the track stays in place. This is a really hard part, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while to be able to do this. Sewing wigs with a sewing machine is not really an easy thing. I'm gonna just say that right now. It comes with trial and error. I had to make at least 6 wigs before I even got the foundation down. And you're going to even see in this video that I do struggle. I do stop sometimes to make sure that everything's straight. You are going to be stopping a lot of times just to make sure that everything is straight and in line. So after you double weft the tracks, you're going to start working on the pattern. And basically what you're going to do is place the track down on the pattern and begin to sew. I sew straight through the elastic band. I really don't notice a difference. The wig is still stretchy. You don't have any problems when you sew through the elastic band. At the beginning and end of each stitch, you want to make sure that you're reversing a stitch. And what this does is just add an extra layer of protection so that that wig is secure. I'm just going to let the video play, and you guys are just going to see me placing the tracks down, sewing everything down, reversing the stitch, making sure everything's in line. Want to make sure that you're not stretching out the cap, but you want to hold it into place to where it doesn't scrunch up. So you don't want to stretch it out, but you don't want it to scrunch up either. As you get closer to the end, you do want to make sure that you are curving the cap. You want to curve it, as you can see. Like, I don't know if you guys can see how I'm curving it, you know? Yeah. And here you guys can get a really good look at how I'm curving the whole wig and how I'm sewing it down, and I'm like turning the wig as I'm sewing. Now we're getting to the straight across, and basically what you're going to do is go straight across. You're not going to curve anything, just go straight across and make sure that you're holding your cap to where it doesn't scrunch up. And this is the finished product. As you can see, everything is laying flat. I'm going to also insert a picture of what it looks like on my client. If you guys enjoy this video, do not forget to check out my threading tutorial, how I thread my sewing machine. Please don't forget also to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys later.